Hmm. It's such a sick animation.
Traveler, please, over here.
What's up, Catherine?
It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly?
I'm recruiting new allies.
Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring. Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable companions is no easy matter, is it?
No, it is not. Especially when you get a bunch of weirdos joining your party.
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Why are you looking at her like that?
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
Oh, sounds like my sister.
Blonde. Dress is all funny. It feels like Paimon's heard this one before.
Yeah, it's my sister.
Wait, do you mean, does that stranger's face look anything like his?
No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man,
Aw,
and even has an eye patch.
dang it. So he's a distant relative of Kaya?
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? Eye patches can't prove that you're related anyway.
You're
That
right.
stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey.
Sounds like a tough cookie.
Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now.
Well, alrighty then. If you're gonna hype me up like that, I'll try.
Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence.
For a robot, Catherine's pretty good at making conversations. I'm wondering what kind of AI they programmed into her.
A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember seeing someone like that. A blonde stranger dressed in unusual garb. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for a while.
Uh-huh.
I lost him pretty quickly. Still, I didn't think that this was such a huge matter that we needed our outrider to pursue him by air. As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing to fear from some suspicious, unusual-looking person.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take this way more seriously.
Probably.
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that Master Jean may overreact to the situation is all the more reason to not tell her, no?
Good point.
Anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said something to Wagner.
Here, I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials. Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share.
We're going to a lot of places right now. Holy moly.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Another day, another lack of alcoholic options.
Hey, Charles, have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just a drink, though. Doesn't order anything else. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
He's an alcoholic. Okay.
And what's Master D-Luke's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you.
Quite the connoisseur.
Quite the connoisseur. If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered some new bottle of wine in advance yesterday. So he should be here today, too.
Okay.
Ah, welcome,
Ooh.
sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Ooh, look at him. He looks interesting. Look at his outfit. Ooh. Now this is an anime character. Hi, I'm an adventurers with the Adventurers Guild. How do you do? I'm an honorary Knight of Favonius.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
So, I'm a traveler from another world. Let's see if that gets his attention.
A traveler, you say?
Oh, it did.
Why are you traveling?
I'm looking for my lost relative.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
That little one beside you.
We're gonna run this joke into the ground.
That's not true, and you know it.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
Well, I was hoping to invite you to adventure with us.
Sure.
Oh, wait, really? Wait, wait, really?
He was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment.
Oh no, payment.
500 mora.
Huh.
And 3 answered questions.
Okay.
The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
Okay, 500 is not a lot. I wonder, what is he gonna buy with 500 mora?
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Well, here is 500 mora. I could give you a lot more, like 5 million, but alright.
Ah, thank you. Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
But he did answer them all correctly.
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude.
Okay.
I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer.
Alright.
Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti.
Oh.
Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
Okay, so he knows who Venti is. How did you know that Venti's the animal Archon?
I know everything that I should.
Oh, okay, this guy's shady. He knows a lot. That's probably why he doesn't care if we answer the questions wrong, because he already knows what the answers are.
Well, answer the question.
Okay, so who was more important? To be fair, we wouldn't have been able to do too much. Unity to Mondstadt's people? No, I mean, not really. I'm gonna say me.
Is that your answer? I see. Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown.
Okay.
Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Everyone in Leeway? Yeah, because... I mean, I would say everyone in Liyue Harbor, because that's exactly what Rex Lapis was, trying to see if they could do if he was ever gone. So
that's your answer? I see.
I see.
Now for my final question.
All right.
This world has people who gained visions and those who did not.
Uh-huh.
Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
Probably those of visions. I'm gonna have to be honest. Those of visions have literally been blessed by the god.
This is your answer then. I understand.
Okay.
It seems that you're different from her.
Lumine?
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me.
Okay.
That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss.
Okay, so I have met some Abyss mages.
Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world.
Uh-huh.
I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
Herald?
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being, one that commands the Abyss Mages.
Ooh, so this is a commander. Come to think of it, since the Storm Terror incident ended, we haven't seen anything happen.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too! We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders to redirect your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
I'll defeat them.
Uh-huh. We're super duper strong.
That manner, it's just like hers.
Oh no, did I say the wrong answer? Uh-oh.
Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon.
I might have been putting a little bit too much thought into the questions, but I don't know. I like to answer these questions in a honest manner.
Wait!
Did not work. Got him.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Abyss, the Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Also, listen to listen to Ether's new sounds. He never made that before. So he knows a lot about Lumine, but if you haven't seen the trailers for Genshin Impact, you probably should, because there is some lore about what happened with Lumine and Ether after they got, you know, taken away by the unknown god. It doesn't explain everything, but it does give just a tiny bit of context to what happened. It's been a fat minute since we've done any domains and story quests, so this actually feels kind of cool. Actually feels kind of refreshing to do this once again.
Just a few Abyss Mages? Seems like that herald might have already left.
Could you tell me more about the Abyss Order?
The Abyss.
He hates the Abyss, oh boy.
It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations.
Okay.
That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers, and the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Well, we do have some history.
He's definitely like an old dude. He was definitely there when the Abyss Order was formed. Also, I like that nickname Paimon gave him, Dane. That's a lot better to say.
I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom.
Okay.
Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf.
Lore Masters are gonna love this mission.
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead?
He's probably gonna...
We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Yeah, they're gonna start fighting each other. Oh no. He looks like it could be my older brother or something.
Lord of Wolvendom, great wolf king of the north, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only.
You know that wolf?
No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
But where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
I think it's cursed with like abyss magic or something.
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell.
I knew it.
Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Probably not gonna tell us anything about himself, or at least not too much about himself. But hopefully we get some
There's
info from
another one
him.
of those bonfire spells. Looks like the Abyss really has been around here. Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary.
Maybe.
Let's beat them up first.
Have you finished searching?
Yep.
I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by Abyss Mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North.
The Herald knows its place.
We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
Yep.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Oh boy. Is he taller than Kaya though? Let's see. Kaya's just a bit tall. No. He looks taller than Kaya. Just a margin. I don't know. I can't tell. I think they're probably just the same height.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair. But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point.
Yeah.
The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of old Mondstadt, the Dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
I don't want to kill the Hilichurls because I kind of think that they're just being recruited by the Abyss Mages. And they don't really have much to do with the Abyss itself.
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
Quite a shame, isn't it?
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
Oh boy.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
Yeah.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
Speaking from experience, are we, buddy?
Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
Wait.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that.
Is he traveling with Lumine?
Where are they now, anyway?
She
Oh, it is Lumine. It has to be Lumine.
no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we? Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liwei's one-man restaurant is great too.
I'd go to Leeway.
Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
I'm getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end.
That'll be a long time from now, though.
While you're still traveling, you should...
Wait, what? Is it Lumine? Lumine's up there. Hold on.
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster.
Could it be the Abyss?
Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
It's nearby.
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
You've been here?
My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
No, he has to be talking about Lumine.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember.
He's got amnesia.
I merely followed that person around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh?
What do you see?
A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
Wait, what? Oh! PTSD.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out.
You could feel Lumine.
Huh? You mean your sister? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
The moment I touched it, I felt it.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Regardless, I have to get to the bottom of it.
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not?
Okay, yeah, true.
At least you now know that she is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself.
And I will find her.
Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Alright.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to commission you to go beat up some abyss mages.
After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Okay, so just to theorize, I believe that Dame was probably partners with Lumine because he was playing the pronoun game and using her instead of her name. If I would have to guess, it's probably most likely Lumine that he traveled with. It would be great to have some story progression. We've been in Leeway for like, what, 3 months now? We've been in here for so long. Like, come on, we need a little bit of story progression.